Director Bong Joon-ho is back with a brand new movie. The famous director behind the critically acclaimed Darling, Parasite, For Memories of Murder, Snowpiercer, and many other films is back with a brand new film called Mickey 17, a new satirical sci-fi film starring Robert Pattinson. How did it turn out? Let's find out. So greetings and salutations everybody, hope you're all doing well and keeping safe, and thank you for joining me for another video. And as I said in the intro, today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new film Mickey 17 starring Robert Pattinson. And Mickey 17 is a sci-fi satirical comedy, and it's written, directed and produced by the famed director Bong Joon-ho. But you may not know that it's actually based on a 2022 book called Mickey 7 by Edward Ashton. And I haven't read the book, but I've known of it for quite a while, so it was pretty cool that they were going to adapt that and add an extra 10 Mickeys to the whole prospect. The whole gist of the film is set in 2054, and it sees our character Mickey sign up to join this voyage to go to this new planet called Niflheim in hopes to colonize it. But Mickey unfortunately signs up to be an expendable, and an expendable is quite a miserable existence because he is basically putting himself in the front line to be tested on, and all sorts of horrible things happen to him because if he dies, they just reprint another one with the same memories of him. So he constantly lives and dies, kind of similar to like Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. It's a pretty damn cool concept. And the film starts off with like a montage of how he became Mickey 17, though bizarrely you don't actually see 16 Mickeys die, but hey, who cares? And it shows you this within the film's first half hour, and then we finally get to where we are in the modern day of the film, and it sees them trying to colonize this planet called Niflheim. There's some alien species there that they're very unsure of and they don't know what they want. So they send Mickey out there to investigate. Unfortunately, Mickey falls and looks like he falls to his death. But miraculously, he comes back to the space station. And when he comes back to the space station, there's one issue. There's another Mickey there. And yes, there cannot be duplicates of these clones because there has been issues, and the film explains it, and it's quite a cool little concept that how the film explains why. So these two Mickeys have got to keep them being doubles on the down low. So with both the Mickeys about space station, they're trying to avoid people finding out, and then you've also got the leader of the space station, which is a failed politician, and he's trying to create a war with this alien race. There's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, unfortunately for me, it didn't work at all. Mickey 17 is a cool prospect on paper, and I imagine the book could be quite good, and I'm actually very tempted to check out the book now after watching this film. Robert Pattinson here as Mickey is absolutely fantastic. He does nothing wrong here. He is fantastic as Mickey 17 and Mickey 18. Mickey 17... The main character who he plays kind of feels like he's trying to pull off a Steve Buscemi impression, which is no bad thing. And Mickey 18 feels like he's doing his Batman impression. The two characters are totally different, and the way that he managed to pull it off is fantastic. Props to him. He is absolutely fantastic here, and he's come a long way from Twilight, and he doesn't deserve the hate that he gets. I mean, when he was cast as Batman, people were scoffing at it, and I was like, This dude can act, and he certainly can. He is a fantastic actor, a AAA actor, and he is brilliant here. The supporting cast of Naomi Ackie as Mickey's girlfriend isn't too bad either. The film starts off quite well. The whole montage of how Mickey gets to be Mickey 17 is quite entertaining, but unfortunately the film kind of feels like it falls apart a bit. The film, very much like Parasite, is trying to have a load of different genres here, and unfortunately it doesn't mould very well. 1 minute it goes from being very serious to another part being so over the top and stupid that it feels so jarring at times that it can be quite off-putting. Unfortunately, though, the biggest thing that is so off-putting here is Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette. Their performance here is hammed up to 11 and is so annoying. It is. I know what they're trying to do with Mark Ruffalo's character. They make some very not so subtle nods to who this character is and even show you the red hats to prove it. And it just took me out of the film. It's like, I don't need this. I know what you're trying to do, but you don't have to tell me like I'm bloody stupid. And this is unfortunately the biggest problem with Mickey 17. Whereas Bong Joon-ho's other films are smart and clever, this one feels like it's dumbed down a lot just to say like, look what we're trying to say, look what we're trying to say. It's so subtle as a brick that it just doesn't hit at all. It takes me out the film straight away, and it is such a shame because there's a really cool, interesting prospect here of what a story could tell. And they do ask him throughout the film, Mickey, what is it like to die? And the question's never asked. And I could have had something quite interesting to say about that, about the human condition, but unfortunately it never really goes anywhere. To tell you the truth, it feels like I'm watching two separate different films. The whole start of it felt like a really interesting sci-fi film, and then the second half of it feels like it's trying to be a clever political commentary, but unfortunately it just falls flat on its face. The ending of it and what all goes on with the ending just drags out so much, and you can see what's happening a mile away, but it takes ages for the film to get to that conclusion, and ultimately the ending just feels like it was cut together so quickly, whereas we took so long for the finale to happen. The actual ending feels like it's just chopped together in the cutting room over a weekend. There's a good film here, definitely, but it just feels so jarring with the constant cuts from quite seriousness to comedy that it just doesn't work very well. The film had a couple of good lines, but for me, I didn't really find it funny at all. I personally think that they probably should have got Armando Iannucci, I think that's his name. I've probably butchered his name, but he's a really good satirical writer. He done In the Thick of It, Veep, he also done The Death of Stalin, and they are great satirical stuff, and probably could have done with a little bit of punch up in the writing department in terms of that, and it could have worked out a little bit better. But even then, the film kind of reminded me like a lesser version of the 2009-2010 film starring Sam Rockwell, Moon, which was a really good film and had very similar like storytelling beats to it. The film also feels way too long at 2 hours and 20 minutes. There's a lot of build up for the story for not really a lot of payoff. It feels like a very small story and nothing really grandiose about it. And as I said before, there's not a lot here that the film has got to say. It does definitely feel like it's been dumbed down. Some fantastic shots here again. Bong Joon-ho is a very talented director, and it definitely shows on the screen with some wonderful camera angles and shots. The CGI isn't too bad either. The supporting cast of Naomi Aki and Stephen Yeun are also brilliant here, and there's some like scientists there as well. I don't know who the actors and actresses names are, but they're also quite good as well. But unfortunately for me, Mickey 17 is just fine, okay, and I'm not even comparing it to Parasite at all. I know a lot of people will probably go into it with the mindset of like, oh, Parasite guy, let's think about Parasite, but for me, I just went into it thinking, let's watch this sci-fi film with Robert Pattinson in, and yeah, I came away a bit disappointed, and it is a shame. I was hoping that the film would be better, but unfortunately it just has so many issues with it. It feels like it should have had a bit of a script punch up, a lot of stuff cut out, and it would have been a much more better film. So overall, Mickey 17 is just a bang average film. It has a superb performance by Robert Pattinson as both Mickey 17 and 18. He really does carry this film so much. He is a fantastic actor, and he deserves all the flowers he's going to get for this film. And Bong Joon-ho does do a decent job at directing. Unfortunately, the film just feels so dumbed down. It has nothing to say. It's kind of focused too much on the satirical nature of it, though it isn't satirical, or it's as subtle as a brick, and it isn't funny at all. There's also the weird pacing of the film, how quick the ending is done. It feels like a film that needed a script punch up and another extra 6 to 8 months in the cutting room floor. Actually, Mickey 17 is just fine. It's definitely worth checking out for Robert Pattinson's performance, but honestly, I wouldn't go to the cinema and check it out. I'd wait until streaming. So I'm going to give Mickey 17 a 2.5 out of 5 with the title of fine. So yeah, thank you ever so much for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me if you disagree or agree in the comment section down below. We'll have a good old chat about the film and tell me what you think of it. And tell me what are some of your favourite Bong Joon-ho films. For me, Parasite and Memories of Murder are absolutely brilliant, and I love those films a lot. But I'm still yet to see The Host, and I know a lot of people do like it. So yeah, thank you ever so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. You stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.